Hey there, Dungeoneers, and welcome back to the Dungeon Den. To the calling. This is episode 17, Rest. And we're going to catch up with our adventurers recovering from a pretty big battle. People were dropped, people were brought back up, magic was happening, melee was happening. So in this episode, we're going to see how they fare afterwards. But without further ado, once you've hit all the subscribe, like, shared, and left comments in the video, please sit back and relax, because here we go. You've managed to escape these rodents, these rats that have chased you down. They've followed you. They've managed to stay on your trail. And you were trucking as well. You were moving at a decent pace to get away. And I think that you only stopped for a 6-hour rest for some reason. I think it was... I can't remember why. I don't think
Was it just long rest? It was just until dawn.
Yeah, no, I thought there was a reason. There was a reason. Somebody said it could be wrong. It could be in my mind. Either way,
I know.
you
only need to do. I think it only needs 4 hours for long rest.
Yeah, you're elves.
Yeah, and Poppet's got Sentry. But you have started moving north thanks to Poppet. What are you doing? What are you looking for? Are you just going north? What's the plan?
I think for the
Just
time
going
we,
north, so Poppet's skipping north.
I think we just need to
As far north
make some
as-
distance, try and evade them a bit, find some way of get far enough away they don't chase after us. Are we leaving tracks? Are we trackable? Or should we go more stealthy? Do we need to try not to be It's a question of trade-off. Do we go quickly so we get further away, or do we try and go more stealthily to try and evade them somewhat? Because they seemed quite determined to follow us.
Well, let's make it so they can't.
Well, we do have their lantern, I suppose.
Yes, they may be hunting for it, but we can't do anything to... It's quite hard to disguise. It's quite large. Won't go in a bag. Just could put a cloth over it, but presumably, does it glow all the time or only in the dark? So it's not like they can see it. It could only be if they have some sort of magical means of tracking it, which they may.
They did have to strike a deal with the fire.
You think this fairy has struck a deal with these rodents, specifically?
Not for a choice.
It
There's always
seems.
someone pulling strings.
I think the fairy seemed willing to come with us last night. Did not seem too bothered by it, but I do not know. For the moment, I think our primary concern is getting away from... If they keep tracking us, then yes, perhaps we may have to abandon the lantern, but currently are the only thing protecting us at night. Let us hope they are not interested enough to follow us further. With speed, or...?
Well, I would say let's put some distance between us.
And perhaps if we can see somewhere, either a river or a rocky terrain that we can use to break our track.
Exactly. Otherwise, we're just going to burn through time. Kind of hide our tracks.
Okay, we'll keep following Poppet North for now then. I could use my owl for scouting purposes if someone is prepared to sort of drag me along. I won't be able to see while I do it. It can circle behind us a bit to keep an eye out for any movement. Popper, are you happy to? Can you guide me while I do it, so we can do it on the move?
You're not very tall, are you?
No, 3 foot.
What, on your tiptoes?
No, speak. Yeah. Last 3 inches all hair.
Pick you up and put you over my shoulder.
How much do you weigh with your inventory?
I mean, yeah.
Have you not?
No, it's all bag of holding, so that it doesn't weigh anything.
But have you got weight for?
So with me and all my stuff, I'm sort of sub £100 certainly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and what's your strength, Finn?
19.
And what are you carrying? What's your weight in carrying capacity?
At the moment, I'm carrying 32 pounds.
And you're 18.
19.
19 strength, did you say?
19 strength, yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, you pick him up. I mean, you can pick him up and carry him for a while, but a sprint or anything severe is going to start becoming rather hard.
Yeah.
Are you still on half hit points as well? Are you still bloodied?
Yeah.
You are still bloodied. You've not stopped. You've moved straight on.
Because we need to get away.
Could I either have a perception roll or a survival roll from each of you? One or the other.
Mine will be at disadvantage.
If I'm being carried and using the owl, do I get advantage on it?
Yes, you will. 16 from Poppet for.
It doesn't matter because they're both the same.
Okay, but
I'll do
what do you want
survival.
it for? For survival? Okay, 16 for survival.
7
For
survival.
and
10 for perception.
okay. Okay.
Not long or anything.
You keep travelling north.
Have we swapped?
The voodoo, the bad karma's gone over on the dice. It just wants to stay away from my dice. Keep it that side of
I
the.
think you find that you re-rolled my other one and you got a 4 from it. So.
Yeah, I know.
That was against my own teammate.
These things happen. But you're heading north. At least Poppet. You're leading them north. There has been no sight or sound as you're aware of Egrabar following. A couple of hours has passed. What are you doing? What are you looking for? What's happening?
We should look for somewhere defendable where we can, at the very least, have a moment's rest.
Is there anywhere around? I mean, we keep looking as we're moving on, but
Roll the dice. We don't roll enough.
22.
Awesome rolling. Poppet's picking up.
17 at disadvantage.
Okay.
20.
Okay. All right. So we're all super percent. Within moments, you just find a part of the wood with an overhang that would look suitable.
Should we just stop and have a short rest? Patch wounds. Get us all. So rather than using spells, we can use hit die and eat some rations, whatever. Yeah. Okay.
You are rationing.
Well, yeah. We. I don't. Did we have breakfast? We hadn't had breakfast yet, have we?
You have not had
No.
breakfast
Yeah.
yet.
So we should Well,
It's lunchtime now, isn't it?
yeah, so stop.
you're getting hungry.
So let's stop and have a short rest if we can.
A short rest off.
Are we managing a short rest without a ration?
Where's anybody? Well, what are you doing? Let's go through this. What's happening?
So
Who
we-
needs healing?
Well, I think we all need to use at least some hit die.
Right. Okay. So, Agrava, what are you doing on the short rest?
So before I do anything else, I'm going to use my I'm going to use my last 2 sorcery points
Mhm.
to regain a get 1 spell slot, first level spell slot back,
Okay.
and then if I heal as part of a short rest, with just the 1.
1 hit die.
Oh, well, let's see if 1's enough. 1d6 plus 3. I'm only a couple. I'm not very low. So that's 5. But because I have a Bloodwell vial, that means I can restore. I can gain 5 sorcery points.
Awesome. It's pretty cool.
I don't know if it'll allow me to take me above my maximum.
Shouldn't. I don't believe it would.
Yeah, you can regain 5, so but that regains all my sorcery points back up to
So you're up to full.
sorcery points are back, not spells.
Excellent.
But at least I've got to give me a
Are
little.
you using any more hit dice, or are you?
I'm on 27 now.
Okay. Anything else for?
No, that's all I can do. That's it. That's short. I think it resets a couple of things, but yeah,
Okay. Cool.
How long is a short rest?
an hour.
An hour.
Everything else needs a long rest. So I'm a bit scared.
Finn, are you rolling hit dice? And if so, let's roll them. What are you rolling? How many? And what are you getting?
So it is.
Got pretty beat up. I like it. You meet him. I'll show you the ropes.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I've been in this tent drinking.
Drinking, that's it.
Slow down.
So that's a 10, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's 5.
5 plus
15,
plus your Constitution modifier twice.
which is a 2, isn't it? Or is it more?
Constitution 1.
Oh yeah, plus 1 for con. Yeah.
What did I say? 15.
So 17.
Well, that's
Just
anyway.
exactly what you need. Yeah.
Is it? No, it's more. I didn't need the 2.
Are you on full?
I'm on 4.
Perfect. Excellent.
Yeah,
Short rest for you. Anything
oh.
else for Finn through the short rest?
No, I was just wondering if I was gaining anything else. But I don't think I do, because it doesn't say anything about channel divinity. It doesn't say whether
No,
it's...
I think it's a long rest.
Long rest. Yeah.
Does anyone need anything identified?
It will
by the
do,
way?
and it'll say in the long rest. Hang on 2 seconds. Pop it. What are you wanting to do? Hit die?
Yeah, just one.
Just the one.
You wanted to-
You raging didn't take too much. Are you sure you just want to?
You can keep on.
You can roll all of them if you so wish, but you
So
roll
one,
2.
and then does that double because I'm wearing the periapter ring?
Is that what it does? I forget what it does.
I
Harry,
think that's what it
approach, but I
does.
will put it up on the ding for you guys.
While you're wearing the pendant, you stabilize whenever you are dying at the
Mhm.
start of your turn. In addition, whenever you roll a hit die to regain hit points, double the number of hit points. At
There
the
you
start.
go. That's 2. So
Plus
2
your-
so far.
Plus your Constitution modifier
plus your con.
doubled.
Doubled.
Yeah. So what's your con?
Oh, so I only need to choose one. Is it plus 4?
All right. So 10.
So 10.
That
That's
makes quite a big-
impressive.
yeah,
That's
plus
impressive.
Plus 4 con makes a big difference.
A very short, and easy regain for Poppet. Anything else for Poppet? Anything else kicking for your short rest?
Why hasn't it done it?
I have no idea.
You have to type it in manually. Unless you roll the die in the app, it
Oh,
won't.
in the app,
Yeah,
it
it
won't
won't.
do
You have to check that one manually.
quick for you to identify my big shiny rock?
Yeah, it'll take me 10 minutes. But I can do that as part of a short rest without expending anything. Or 11 minutes technically. So yeah, I will while we're resting, sit there and
Fascinated by a new shiny thing.
wave my open up the magic book on my wrist and start sort of
Scrolling
touching
through.
it, pulling bits of the signals out and sort of almost like they come with his hand and then go down around it and form a magic circle around it. Bits glow and fizzle and different bits. And I know what it means, but nobody else does.
It all starts to make sense to you. You start to understand this crystal, this rock, or is it man-made? Possibly. There's components of a magic nature. But you get the sense of a very powerful evocation magic. The best way that you could explain this is to amplify, almost like an amplifier for magic.
So it's similar to the sort of blue crystal and the blue powder and the bracelet.
It could all be part of the same,
Yeah.
all part of the same. But this is specifically, you're getting evocation magic from this.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Requires perhaps some further study, but it is definitely a powerful magic artifact that we can use to do something with it. I'm not quite sure what yet. But take care of it. Don't throw it at anyone. Don't try not to smash it. It may lose its potency.
The idea in my head. Then she'll just put it back in the pouch.
Okay. Tobias will just be watching.
I think we haven't got anything else.
I believe I don't need to heal or tend any wounds.
Wonder why.
He'll smile, which is a rarity.
Finn will speak to Poppy and just say, since you kind of knew where you were going when I was a little bit dazed, more northeast, north, which is, and then you'll point or try to guess which way we're going based on where we're heading already.
Mm-hmm.
With a survival, it doesn't need to be a disadvantage. 20, 30, 20.
Mm-hmm.
Does he point in the right direction?
You point in a direction. You certainly point in a direction. You're very confident. You've been following Poppet and navigating.
Kind of got my senses back a little bit now.
Mm-hmm.
Poppet's gonna look towards Egrovar because he was the one that got us in trouble in the first place.
Me?
Yeah.
Well,
He led us into the...
yeah, kind of. We've got us out of it though. Really, really cool way.
I think that was a team effort. If you go to mind, you caused the distraction, but I got the lantern. And Poppy caught it. So let's not, take undue credit. I'll admit your bag of...
I was actually metagaming, but we rolled into that one, so we're good.
You just got lucky with what you which beans you pulled out.
Yes. Definitely.
So,
northeast.
what are we looking for again? Help, you said we were looking for, weren't you?
Yes. But I need to tell you all something before we continue. The help I have heard of, and but I'm not sure if it still exists to be able to help us. But I do know that the further north we go, the shorter lifespan our lanterns will have, the fairies will have.
How much further north can we go on a single lantern then?
This I do not know. I've never travelled this far north before. I am now in an uncharted territory. So,
Do you even know if it is a night, or 2, or 3?
no.
So you are saying that potentially any night ahead, this lantern may just fizzle out, and we will then be stuck.
Which is why I'm telling you now, before we venture any further. It may be that we need to find more lanterns if we can,
Or more fairies.
or more fairies.
Come back to the dragon.
Yes, maybe.
I still think we are not ready to face such a massive creature.
I feel like facing it.
You want to kill the dragon?
No. I want to be a bit smooth.
But what?
Be smooth. Be friends.
I fear it would be
Want to
a
ride a dragon?
Yeah.
Are you mad?
Depends on which personality you ask.
yes.
Well, I, for one, would quite like to see Poppet atop the dragon. Yes.
I do fear, however, that booping its snoot might be a terminal activity. You may get to boop it once, and then it may
Boop no more.
breathe on you, or
Well, no offence, Poppet, but I'd quite like to see the effort. At some point,
from a distance.
yes.
Well, maybe you'll get your chance.
Why? Are there more dragons in the north?
I'm not aware of any more dragons, but
I'm just
One.
looking very excited at the idea of more dragons.
if there are, I'll let you go first, Poppet.
So, you're saying, ultimately, we may run out of light. Suddenly.
Yeah, yes. Unfortunately, that is a possibility. Are we even on the path?
There's no path that
There's no
you're on.
path.
You're off.
You
are off the path.
It just went to trouble, didn't it?
Yeah.
There hasn't been a path since we met you. Well, yeah, certainly since we met you anyway.
That was the last path you were on with the tents
Oh,
and
yes,
the small cluster. Almost like a meeting that had a north road and a south road that travelled through. But then you left that at some point and then headed to the big wall. Found yourself at the wall.
People have tried to forge a path, and it's branched off in various directions. Whether we can pick up a trail, but lanterns have been left along these paths to guide the way, keep people safe. But we need to find the path before we were even likely to find a lantern.
When it gets dark, we may have a better chance of seeing the lanterns in the dark from a distance. If I send my owl up above the treetops, he may be able to see the lights in the dark. But at this point, there is no way of knowing which way is the right direction to walk in the day, apart from luck.
When you said that you would come north with us, and once we have had this lantern, what was your plan?
It was more hope than plan. I need answers. And the only way I feel that I can get answers is heading north to a witch that may help us.
A witch?
Yes, a very powerful being. But whether she is still around, it's only rumors.
Is this where we are heading?
I hope so. Northeast, specifically. But, like I say, there's still rumors. I've been here for some time, and I haven't seen or heard of anything else that could help us. This is my last hope.
We're the fools that wanted to go north.
You wanted to go somewhere. You were looking for a leader.
Well, this is rather exciting.
At the very least, we are certainly encountering unknown and strange arcane artifacts. These rats had harnessed these crystals in ways we have not yet seen.
Yes, I did see this. I must admit, it has excited me.
So, my friends, do we venture further north?
We must, and at a speed as well, I would say.
We certainly don't want to head back towards where we came from for now, because the rats are now between us and the encampment, one presumes. We would have to skirt round a great distance, and the chance of us then re-finding our way back is, I fear, too small.
Egravar, is there any way that you can mark this location right here? This outcrop of rock before us with an overhang? Does anybody have any way of...
Puppet's going to drive a smiley face in the rock.
What are you using? What is she using?
Mr. Snips.
Mr. Snips. Okay. A performance roll, please. Let's do this. Little P was here. What does Poppet etch?
9.
I mean, it's very basic.
It's just a big
God.
smile.
Is it? The eyes across.
Yeah.
You watch Poppet etch a a freaky smiley face into the rock.
Just step back and just be like,
You'll get a little clap from Tobias. Very nice, Poppet. Very nice.
It's certainly identifiable. We won't fail to recognise it.
We know it is ours. Yours.
And should we end up going in circles and find our way back here, we will know. We will know.
Well done. I think Tobias is slightly worried.
Well, our intelligence is like, I got a -2 on it as well, so.
This is why it's so much fun. Okay. Poppet can lay the markers down from here on out. Very good. Smiley face.
Onward then, I guess.
What are we waiting
But,
for?
can I put a sad face with a happy face?
We should make sure whenever we do leave marks, they are
Same.
different. No, sufficiently different that we can identify. Can you just put next to this one a vertical line so that we know this is number 1, and next time we'll do 2 lines so we know we're point 2, so we can keep track of where, if we find them, we know which one we have found.
If we're in a place that we do not like, she can put a sad face. So anybody hitting the sad face must to go any further. In a northeast direction. Did you say, Finn? I can't remember.
Northeast.
Northeast, okay. Northeast will do.
Thank you. Can Poppet count?
The intelligence is 6. I mean, you're lucky if she could get to 3.
I mean, I think we're quite lucky that you're able to swim, Mr. Snips, and do stuff,
Yeah.
to be fair. Maybe that's a problem sometimes. Maybe it's, you're just not really concentrating. What's happening? Shiny. Ooh. And when the butterflies, when the pixies come, the fairies come, and dragons, Poppet's simply gone. Okay, everybody. You wanting to... Finn, you've... Pretty sure you know northeast.
Go at a slightly more steady pace this time. Less rushed now that we think we're... Because we've been sat here for an hour. If they were pursuing us, they would surely have caught us. We can probably go at a more steady pace, a bit more alert for things around us.
What time of day are we on? You say it's midday.
You're still like dinner time's you've just breached dinner time.
Yeah, we can easily go for a few more hours.
You know that so far you've definitely got 5 more hours of light. You have noticed, I think I can't remember who did the roll, but you had noticed that the nights were getting shorter the more north you went. Nights came in quicker.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a couple of things I do
Yeah.
remember.
You've got about 5 hours until it starts to get dark. Not so much when the bats come, but it closes in very quickly.
So we should go for 4. Go for 4, and then find somewhere safe, good to make camp.
4 hours it is.
Lead on.
Lead on, let's go.
Shall we do the same thing with me scouting through my owl? Is anyone happy to either carry me or...
There you go.
Not going to complain? Eyes glaze over and owl takes off and starts circling around sort of behind us. But periodically, just sort of orbiting is almost at a sort of 100
Within
foot.
100 feet.
Yeah, always just sort of passing around. Because it can go twice as fast as us, so we can easily.
So you get... I forget the perception rolls you're getting off that.
I get advantage on
You
perception.
get advantage on the...
And it's got better perception than me as well, so...
So I'll have perception roll from Egravar using the owl and Poppet and Finn. Roll either survival or perception depending on what you are wanting to do. I would like to know what it is you were rolling for first, just so it's not a
18
guessing
survival.
game, even though that is fun. 18 for
Survival.
18 for perception.
Good rolling. 18 for
14 for either survival or perception. 'Cause they're both the same. So-
Completely different
Survival.
for me, isn't it? Survival.
Mhm.
You seem to be heading. You all have a good feeling. The direction you're walking in feels the same. It's good vibes. There is nothing been following. Nothing seems to be on your tail. And you're making very good speed, very good pace. There's not much life. You can't hear much nature now. It's quiet and right off. But you go for the next few hours. Until finally you're coming up around the 4-hour mark. There's been no enemies. There's been no fairies. As I say, wildlife is down. And I don't know. What do you want to do?
Look for somewhere.
We're now
We
looking
need
for
to do
somewhere
that
to...
cautiously because it was like that near where the dragon was. But which you know more
Yeah.
about, so I know on the animal, so.
So yeah, we should try and find somewhere.
We're going to keep
Sheltered.
going in the northeast direction, but now maybe
Actively.
spreading out a little bit, actively looking out for somewhere to defend and camp. And
Somewhere slightly raised, slightly sheltered. Probably not a cave.
Perception rolls.
not good for me.
13.
Natural 20.
Oh, critical! Agrabah, Finn, you're looking around. Forest all looks the same. Could you pass me that? No. No. Big tree. Big
Big
tree.
tree.
Big tree. Big tree. Right
Maybe-
behind
maybe-
your pad. Right behind your pad.
The
Right
dice
behind
tower.
Oh,
Yeah.
the dice tower.
Dice tower.
Okay. I didn't even know that was a tree.
Yeah.
How?
I thought it was rocky, more rocky.
It's a massive. It's a fucking tree. Internet.
Please comment.
Is this a tree? Well, not a real
It's got
tree,
roots.
but
It's got
yeah.
roots. I'll give you that.
It's got branches coming out the side.
Has it got branches? Where's branches?
Give me
Yeah. What's this? It's just a lump of something. Stuff growing on a rock.
There's stuff growing. That's a branch.
I think somebody else's
That's close.
intelligence has dropped to a 6. Anyway, we'll carry on before we get out of hand or I get out.
Don't look at me like that.
Do better.
Roll with it.
So, Poppet, you do notice a bigger tree. It seems to have an opening. An opening large enough for all of you to at least take shelter. Good place to stop. Good place to hide and hunker down.
Just skip towards it.
You just go.
Should we just check it's not a portal to like the previous big tree?
Do you?
She'll be like, oh yeah. Check it.
What are you checking? Right, hang on before you do
Yeah, I was
your
gonna say.
famous roll.
I'm just checking to see if there's any portal or if it's
Arcana.
like the other tree. Yeah.
Arcana? Okay.
There was a portal to a sort of underground forest within it, and then another
Natural
underground.
20 again.
underground-
Pretty good!
Hit the
I
people.
know, right?
What were you talking about? She found a tree for you all to rest in. There
It
is-
genuinely is a tree.
I got
It's a
that.
tree and there is nothing magical about it. It's just a big old sturdy, older than time tree.
Stumpy.
You call him that, Stumpy? What do you think of when you look at Agrabah? Oh my, it must be
I'm
getting
just
late.
going to
It's
go
all
back
getting
to
late.
intelligence being low.
Okay, so we'll squeeze into this little space.
It's not a squeeze. It's not a squeeze. It's large. It's large. Large area. You can all get comfortably sat down with a fire in the middle.
And then
It's not quite getting smoked out once you start. Are you starting a fire or resting? What are you doing? I'm getting ahead of myself.
Fire?
Probably can risk a fire.
We're going to have the lantern out anyway. We've got to have... The lantern's going to make...
Just set the tree alight.
If we're careful, it's a little fire.
It's a big area. It's probably similar in size to this room. If you were...
Yeah, if we just keep it small, under control.
Fine.
We need to... Is it dark? Is it getting dark or still sort of dusk?
It's not quite dusk, but the sun is not pumping through.
Before it gets dark, we should make sure we have sufficient firewood for the night. Pop it to you to do. It's always not worthwhile. We can pop it. I'll do firewood.
Survival roll, please. Pop it. She snaps off this tree in half.
Yeah, not this tree. Pop it a different elsewhere. Other tree.
Oh, not as good this time. 12.
Okay, it's firewood you're after. It's okay.
Probably a bit confused because we're in a tree.
We're not burning this one.
You do get up and go out, and it doesn't take you long to gather up plenty of firewood for what you are going to need. What is everybody else doing? Poppet has gathered the firewood once again. This time you do not come back with a trunk.
Half a tree.
Yeah. But you do come back with more than enough firewood to get the fire going. Who is on fire duty and cooking duty and whatever is happening duty? Who's sorting the lantern and fixing the lantern, and where are you fixing it?
I don't know. Alex, how big's the entranceway to this sort of cavern, as it were?
It's like 6-7 feet at the top, and it's only like a couple of feet wide. This, yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
You're looking
Is
for
I take it, is
device
there a
over
hole
there,
in the
he's
top
on
of
the
it?
bottom
Well,
over
as
there.
it
That's you looking for.
as it looks.
No, it's a full tree.
It's a full.
It's a full tree. It's hollowed up though, but you do see the light coming through, so it does open up maybe off into branches, but
so
not
that's
completely
might be able
open.
to get through from above. So yeah, I think bring it inside, but in line of sight.
But
If you're
that in
lighting
mind-
the fire, if the fire's lit, you see that it does vacuum up and out. So,
Well, maybe we don't.
No, I think just have the lantern near the doorway, but not so that it covers the door, but also covers inside completely, so that we can sleep safely. Yeah, the lantern inside, but not so it's nobody can just grab it.
okay.
I suggest we attach it to Poppet in some way, so that nobody can sneak in and take it in without.
Losing their head.
I'd like to fashion as
She'll
well
hook it
some.
on the moon shape of her blade.
Okay, cool.
Excellent plan.
I'd like to fashion some sort of a door out of.
She is curious does the crystal glow the same colour as the same as the flare?
Same blue. Yeah, it's the same blue. If the crystal was to glow,
Yeah.
it's that same blue. Yeah.
So I wonder if the crystal is almost that someone has taken the dust and created the crystal from it rather than the other way around. Because the fairies seem to generate this blue dust,
The blue dust, yeah.
and perhaps these someone, either these rat creatures or someone else has then crystallized that.
It would help with the fairy.
I don't know if it's something they produce as a byproduct. It's almost, is that like trying to give them their own waste? I think perhaps we could just need to care for it and feed it. I don't know if food would help it, but we can offer it food and water.
I wouldn't open the door.
No, there must be holes in it that we could.
The lantern is shut.
Probably.
It's got an opening. It has got an opening. This one, but it's sealed
Yeah.
off otherwise.
So no, they can't. We can't get it. So you're right. We daren't open it. We discovered what happens if you do that, didn't we?
Oh, which idiot opened the door?
One who is not here anymore.
Yes, you recall us mentioning a companion who sadly did not.
Stupid cat.
Clearly wasn't talking enough.
He was impetuous.
It is because of the cat that we know what we know.
Well,
For definite. And that is, you do not survive the bats if you are to walk out into them.
I could have told you that.
But no, we had not met anyone who told us that to that point. The only other humanoid we had encountered who was willing to have a conversation did mention nothing of the bats.
Yeah.
But then she lived much further south, nearer the dragon. Perhaps the bats do not go that far.
Yes, the south is a lot safer.
We did not encounter the bats until we had started moving north, I believe.
Yes. So we didn't see them for a few nights until after that, long after her. So maybe she was not aware. But no, we hadn't. As we have told you, we are new to this world, this realm.
Well, stay close to the lantern.
Life is light.
And light is life.
Light is life.
Let us rest while we can. But once it gets fully dark, I will send the owl for a scout to see if it can see any other lanterns in the distance. If it is a clear night, you would hope it will be able to see it should be able to see a light from a great distance.
Speaking of which, I was
The door?
gonna, yeah.
Mhm.
It's not a door as such. It's not a
What are you
barricade.
wanting to do?
It's just gonna be some branches with foliage.
Okay,
on still.
survival. We're talking survival here. You're denning the front up.
That is 18.
You make a very
17,
stable.
sorry.
You make a very stable frame out of twigs and foliage and leaf, and you're just able to.
It's
Push
basically
it in
to
and
block the light.
I got
It's
you.
not to stop anybody getting in. It's just so
Survival
anyone walking
shelter door.
past, doesn't see a big glow of light coming up.
Doesn't take you long. Over the course of 20 minutes, whilst you're chatting, and you have this barricade, this stealth device, just made of twigs, leaves, foliage, that places snugly into the gap. Still with a bit of a gap at the top, letting the air siphon up, taking the smoke of the fire out of the top of the tree.
Lovely. Just hide the light as much as possible.
Is anybody wanting to do anything before the night sets in?
So is it still there? I'm waiting for it to get totally dark before I send the owl out. So while I'm waiting, I'm just going to sit and potter with the bracelets a bit longer. Just
Okay.
trying to, because I still haven't worked out how to charge them. We've now got a few bags of blue dust, so usually take one of the bags of blue dust and see if I can tinker with it and try and find some way of making these things work while I'm sat pottering around.
Is there anything specific, any spell you wanting to use, or would you just like a roll of an arcana?
Yeah, I think
So
because I think we worked out that they need charging and
Yes.
they're not currently. They're
they're
flat.
unactivated.
Yeah, so I know that the blue dust somehow will activate it. I'm just sort of experimenting.
Having a tinker.
Yeah,
Having a
tinkering
tinker.
around.
Okay. I'll have an arcana roll for that.
Okay, may I guide myself on that? So would that be reasonable time to use guidance?
Yes, you're settled. You're settled. You can do this.
Arcana is 4, so that's 16.
You've had a little look at these a couple of times, Agrabah.
Yeah.
You don't know whether it's spending a bit longer in this place, seeing what it is you've seen over the past months, but how you hadn't noticed before these braces. On each one, what would be considered on the inside, the underneath, the arm side, there is a small indentation leading to a round semicircle, like a half-circle scoop. You may be missing something. An attachment, maybe. Or does this need activating? It's a groove, just a long groove attached to a round groove, like a half cut, like a measuring spoon for flour.
Yeah.
Engraved into it.
Bracelets.
The braces.
Yes.
That was
They were the ones that we know they were
before you walked through the portal.
We did get them on the other side, didn't we?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But they are
with the green skins.
With the green skins that were using the portals, yeah. You did get them from the other side, but Egravar's unknown doesn't know anything about these braces, and has done some.
And there was that young the lady we met.
Yeah.
Early on. She had
something
something. She had one that she knew sort of how to use, but not really how to use. So,
the way she explained it was been here a long time, and this is what they could do with the braces.
So I know that they do something, but I'm still working. I guess before seeing that groove, I will get a bag of sort of get some of the blue powder and sort of sprinkle it in to see whether, just out of curiosity, whether that does anything before I put it away for the night.
Sprinkling the powder in, it goes into the groove nicely, but nothing's happening.
Fine, I'll carefully put it back into them.
Okay.
If it's not done anything, I'll say that
It hasn't. It's a good effort though, trying everything.
I've seen these before, seen these on anybody.
You can always roll the dice for something.
History. 17.
It's a great roll. Unfortunately, there's a few items that come to mind, items of legend or myth, especially gauntlets or braces, but not these. It is similar in what you have seen on, like earlier on today, the Rat Ogre. It's the same type of metals. It's all similar, it's all connected, but these themselves, no real information.
Ooh, poppets. While I was going through my bag finding, these bits, I just remember I've still got something in here that's supposed to be yours. The girdle of Constitution and Dexterity we acquired. That you need. It's in the bag of holding. I think we found it in the other tree. You have not yet had a chance to use it or try it on. I don't think, have you? I don't think it's been.
No, I don't think it did because I've got all my achievements already.
I'm not sure if it was an achievement.
No.
It's a marked special.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you got this girdle that. I shall hand it over for you to sort of.
Yeah, I'll investigate.
Yeah, you can try. I think it's you that will get the most benefit from it. I suspect.
Okay.
Are you investigating it?
Yeah. The only thing is, though, does it class as armor? I can't remember if that was why I didn't put it on.
No, it didn't. You won't put it on because I haven't created it in the thing yet, so I haven't given it to you. But I will create it and put it in.
Because if it
to your
classes as armor, I don't know if it would affect the things that she has with her being more forged.
Hey Gemma, trust me.
Okay.
Trust me. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. But I will put that in your inventory for you.
Yeah.
I'll knock it
She'll
up and
just
make it.
investigate it.
Okay. Investigators in having a roll? Are you having a roll look, or are you in play look?
It has been identified, so we know what it does.
Mm-hmm.
It'll boost your con and your dex in some way. Depending on what Mark does.
All she knows is the belt.
With tassels.
It's awesome. It's an awesome. It's very sturdy, and it's done in a very dark leather, but solid and looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. Certainly goes with your costume.
Yeah, she'll put it on.
And then, like, if it's now dark, I'll sit up before going.
+5 to your charisma.
Talk away out of anything.
Yeah, before bed, I'll go for a fly around with in the eyes of an owl.
Go for it.
Let's try it. See if I can see any other blue lights. Dirty 20.
The owl takes flight, and I assume you just sit back in your state within the tree.
Eyes
You
glazed
go
over.
across above the canopy, you're swooping round. You're just breaching the edge of the 100-foot limit, banking, turning round, and you see the glow. It could well be a lantern down under the canopy. But as you return, the night turns to black, and the sound of bats rings the air.
I hear bats. The owl will fly back as quick as it can to try and beat them back to the light.
You can see yourself
Trying to make a mental
tunneling in.
Yeah,
to
make
the-
a mental
to
note
the
which
tree
direction
line.
with the lantern. As soon as I saw the lantern on, I gone, right, okay, that's that way.
Anybody looking at Egravar noticing him, he's twitching a little bit as they can hear it. And all you hear is this owl go into the flames and blow the flames, and the screaming of bats as they hit the light from the outside coming through the very small gaps of the front door or barricade. And black powder starts to fall from above you down into where you are sat as they are trying to get through every hole in the tree, and the noise is deafening. But the lantern is holding up. Egravar, you are shot back into yourself, and all of you looking around for a moment to see the fairy and this blue glow. Could you all roll me a perception if you are interested in trying to grit your eyes and look deeper into the glow? Perception.
9.
12.
It doesn't need to be much for in a tree. But is yours not even... It's not a one, is it?
Well,
Oh,
11.
okay, yeah.
Okay.
The sound of the bats is deafening, as always, and the dust of this ash coming down, there's nothing sticky, you're not getting it, but it's kind of getting onto the eyelids, and you cover your eyes. There's this blue glow. You manage to see through as this fairy looks to be dancing, constantly in motion, that is giving off this beautiful blue pulse. The fairy's working hard, very hard. The blue powder is popping, which is emitting this energy and just landing. This fairy is not stopping, is not looking, it's just constant movement.
Gonna look a little bit harder to see if just at the face. I want to see if there's concentration on the face or happiness, like happy dancing.
Go for the roll.
Is that an insight? Or it's an 18.
What do you want to do? Do you want to look, or do you want to insight check?
Yeah,
what do you want to do? The two different things that lead to possibly the same or different things.
Insight. We'll go insight.
Insight.
It's the same plus. So that's a 21. It takes it to, but yeah, I just want to have a see if the fairy has concentration.
It's a level
Look on the face, or like
the look and the movement. It's not happy. It's not flowy, as in fun, free. It's focused, committed, serious. But it is keeping these bats at bay. And that is where we're going to hold it for tonight's episode, in the Tree of Bats. It's the end of that one. Well, one well done for
surviving.
I mean,